Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel where I will be crocheting it forward in this video by showing you my cozy mile a minute pattern that I've created a vest pattern out of. As you know, I already created a children's vest with my easy mile a minute pattern, and the cozy mile a minute pattern has a V-stitch in it, so I decided to make this pattern for an adult size. So yeah, super easy, super fast. You're not going to believe how fast it is, and I'm just really excited to share it with you. So the materials you're going to need are some scissors, sewing needle, some measuring tape, a vest that you can measure from that fits you comfortably. I am using Mainstays yarn today, which is a worsted weight medium 4 in the color blanket slate variegated. You're also going to need some stitch markers, and we'll be working with a 7.0 hook today. Okay, to get started, the first thing you want to do is grab a vest that you want to use as measurements for your cozy mile a minute vest, and then fold it, and that way we'll be able to get the width and the length that we're shooting for. So I have 2 strips done here, and again, the link for this pattern is going to be in the information box. The only difference is I'm using 1 strand of yarn except 2, and that's any yarn of your choice. So I know that this is how wide I want my vest to be, so I'm comfortable with that. And again, you guys will have to play around with it. I'll go ahead and give you my measurements, but you know, it might be different because of the yarn that we're using. So then to join, this is where the difference comes. So we're gonna make a slip knot with our 7mm hook. Okay, and then what we're going to do is match our spaces in between the clusters. Okay, so get a corner and make sure they're the right corners, because you have your ends are different. If you started an end and ended with an end, they start different and they end different. So grab your first end and then insert our hook, match it with the other one, slip stitch, and then go right back in there and single crochet. So in between, we're going to chain 2, and then we're just going to slip stitch all the way down. Single crochet. Chain 2, single crochet in those spaces, chain 2, single crochet, matching the spaces up, chain 2, single crochet, matching these up. Okay, and this is going to be the inside of your vest. So you want to do it all the way down, and then grab another 2, because you only need 4 strips for this vest, and do the same thing. And I will meet you back, and then we'll talk about putting the vest together, and then how many clusters we need to come down for the back side and the front side, as well as our sleeves. So go ahead and finish that, and I will meet you back. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is grab your vest like I did here, and I've already marked mine, but this vest is a little big, so I went up a little bit to mark where I want my sides to start, and actually came up 20 from the bottom, but I'm going to start in the 3rd cluster because I want a side slit. So that's what I'm going to do, and then come up 20 rows up here. You want to put a marker here. This is going to be your front neckline, and then count another 20 and put a stitch marker there, and that's going to be the back. So you know your front is going to always be a little bit lower than your back, and then you just join. So go ahead and grab your other piece. I'm going to go ahead and do my sides and then join here with the same join that we've been using, and then I'll meet you back and we can add some fringes and maybe a border. Okay, so your vest should be looking like this. I just have to say, I apologize for being out of breath, but right now, to get the angle I need to fit more of the vest in, I have my tablet up really high, so I have to keep getting up and down my chair so I can turn off the camera, pause it. So this is, anyway, I appreciate you guys' patience with that. One of these days, I'll have the proper stuff, but not now. So again, this is what your vest should be looking like. We've done the sides right here. I left 3 clusters on each side because I want a side slit. Now this is optional. If you don't like the side slit, you can go ahead and close that up. I went up 20 from the bottom and did this, and then I turned it around and then went up 20 and did the back side. And then I also went up 20 up here and did my side. So the next thing I'm going to do is show you how to make a single crochet border. Now at this point, if you like the pleated look like this, I mean, I really enjoy that. I think I'm going to make another vest with that. But for this one, we're just going to turn it inside out now. See where my front is. And I know my front drops down in the chest area lower than my back does. So I'm going to turn it sideways, and I got a slip knot already, and we're going to put a single crochet. I'll try to get this in the camera. We're going to put only 1 single crochet in the spaces right here, and then there's a space right there at the top of your first double crochet to your right, and that's where we're going to put our other single crochet. So we're going to start there. Actually should start in the back. Sorry about that. So we're going to start in the back, and I'm going to start right there in that corner space right there. I'm going to slip stitch, and then I'm going to go back in there and single crochet. I'm going to single crochet in this big space right there, and then I'm going to single crochet right there at the corner. There's a space right there at the top of the double crochet, and those are the 2 spaces that we're going to put our single crochet border. So go ahead and do that, and I will meet you back when we get to the center point and how we're going to do that. Okay, so we're at the front side of the collar. I just want to show you, we're basically still doing the same thing, making a single crochet in that small space, and then a single crochet in that big space, and then go to the other side, single crochet in that big space, and then just keep going all the way back to the back. And go ahead and do, after you're finished with the collar, go ahead and do a single crochet row on each of your sleeves, as well as a single crochet row at the bottom. And then I'll meet you back with the fringes, and then I believe we'll be done. I was not lying when I said this is a super easy, super fast pattern. It's just getting your strips as long as you need them. That's the time consuming part. So I will meet you back. Okay guys, so I already have my single crochet row completed on the collar as well as the sides. I just want to clarify a couple things. So the single crochet border will be crocheted in the large space on the side stitches, and then in the corner of the double crochet cluster, which is a small space. So it's 1 single crochet in the larger space and 1 single crochet in the smaller, and you can't miss it. And because of how I designed the pattern, you know, it's like that all the way around except at the bottom. So the single crochet border for the bottom of the vest is in every stitch with 2 stitches in between the clusters. So we're still going to be making 2 stitches right here. And then make a single crochet where the 2 pieces come together. Like for instance right here, you're going to make one before the join, inside the join, and then on the other side of the join. Okay? And then the side slits, I'm sorry, are as same as the collar and sleeves. And then also where they join, you're going to do a single crochet before in the space before the join, inside the join, and then a single crochet on the other side. So I just wanted to clarify that. I'm going to go ahead and find my scissors, and we're going to get to our fringes. And you can make your fringes as big or small as you want. I'm going to make mine a little longer because I want them that way. Like I said, just grab anything you want. If you have Fringe Maker, I don't know if they even sell them or not, but I'm just going to grab the cover of my tablet. And if you guys have seen any of my videos, usually I use my phone for smaller projects, but it's something that's always handy and I don't have to look for it. But I'm just going to wrap the yarn around a couple times. I'm just going to show you how to do it this one time because I'm going to go ahead and sew in my ends and then do my fringes. So I'm going to cut the yarn from the back at the bottom, as well as cut the yarn in the front. Now depending how thick and how thin you want your fringes to be, but we are going to put our fringes right here in between the clusters in that chain 2 space. And all we're going to do is insert our hook facing us, put the clusters, well, first let's make sure they're even at the bottom, and then just insert our hook, face it toward us, put the strands behind it and pull a little bit, pull in, and then pull your loop up, I'm sorry, your crochet hook as well as the working yarn up, yarn over, and then pull through. Okay? And that means you'll have the bulb facing you. The other side looks like that. Now if you like that side, then you can do them the other, I guess you could do them inside out, but that's how they turn out. And then later you can go ahead and trim them all. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and we'll come back and see what the finished product looks like. Okay guys, that's the finished vest. I really like how it turned out. I don't think my tablet is doing it much justice, but yes, very easy, very simple, beginner friendly. I appreciate everybody's patience, and I apologize for any confusion. So together, let's continue to crochet it forward. Bye now.